History was made on Thursday, 27th of April 2017 at the Elizade University, Ilara, Mokin, Ondo State, as the first convocation lecture held at the Elizade Event Center. In attendance were the founder and visitor to the Elizade University, Chief Michael Adeojo, ON, the acting vice-chancellor of the university, Professor Theophilus Fadayomi, the registrar of the university, Mr. Adegbenro, and others. Royal fathers, deans of faculties, head of department, lecturers, students and other school officials, both academic and non-academic staff members, were present to be part of the ceremony. Elizade University is a private university situated in Ilara, Mokin, Ondo State in Nigeria. Chief Michael Adeojo founded the university with the motto, "Pragmatic innovation for development for the advancement of learning and establishment of academic excellence." The university, which caters for a population of over 1,114 students, aims to be an institution with the best tradition in the production of self-reliant, ethics-conscious, globally competitive graduates, with vast knowledge, with requisite skills, competencies and ability to be key players in the nation's quest for socio-economic and technological advancement. The Elizade University Convocation Lecture brought together dignitaries and scholars from different sectors of life, particularly the education sector. The theme of the maiden Elizade University Convocation Lecture is Private Universities and the Future of Higher Education in Nigeria. Dr. Biodun Saliu, the Director of Academic Assurance, National Universities Commission, NUC, who represented Professor Abubakar Said, the Executive Secretary of the NUC, delivered the first convocation lecture of Elizade University. In his lecture, Dr. Biodun Saliu thanked the school for giving him the privilege to be a part of the great achievement as the first guest lecturer to deliver a lecture during the school's convocation. He further described Elizade University as a first-class university that can compete with other universities all over the world.
This is so because institutions of higher learning produce the critical mass of high-level manpower, needs of the nation, and discover new solutions to societal challenges. Hence, the success of higher education depends, to a large extent, on the impact of the institutions on national development and indeed humanity. The evolution of private universities in Nigeria. There was no doubt that these universities were hurriedly established without due regard to proper planning and implementation. It was observed during this period that the threat to quality university education was so real that its subsequent devastating effect on standard of university education in Nigeria would have been irreparable were it not for the promulgation of Decree No. 19 of 1984 and 16 of 1985, which came in to sanitize the system.
He spoke extensively on the evolution of private universities in the country, the rationale behind it, the challenges private universities encounter, and prospects behind them. Describing the National University Commission, NUC, as a government commission that promotes quality education in Nigeria, he said the future of higher education in Nigeria depends on how Elizade University and other private universities in the country are managed.
It is a known fact all over the world that government alone cannot shoulder the responsibility for the provision of education. Funding, therefore, constitutes a major rationale for the establishment of private university. Despite the fact that university education is capital intensive, the private sector has proven to be successful in the delivery of both primary and secondary education in Nigeria. Therefore, its envisaged success in the delivery of university education should not be an exception. Private universities should therefore continue to explore traditional ways of generating funds for higher education institutions, like instituting viable alumni, consultancy, and strong research base that the industry will be confident to patronize through patenting and commercialization.
After the convocation lecture, the Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Theophilus Fadayomi, coordinated the question and answer session, which saw representatives from other institutions raising issues affecting the Nigerian education system. The founder of the university, Chief Michael Adeojo, in his response, further explained that he founded the university for developmental reasons, other than for profit-making. He explained that the main purpose of establishing Elizade University is to give back to his community. Rounding off, he said establishing the university is a great sacrifice which he did for posterity, and he believes the future is bright.
I thank God that He has given me the strength to be able to put down what you see here. I have done this for posterity, and it is my belief that the future will tell. But really, I think our queries, our problems should be directly taken up with government, because the NUC can only act within what the government has asked them to do. So, with these few words, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming to attend this epoch-making occasion, and I pray that God will see us through and make this university a reference in the future development of education in this country. Thank you very much.
The decision to establish Elizade University was born out of the desire of the founder, Chief Michael Adeojo, to provide the highest level of training in sciences, engineering and technology to the teeming Nigerian youth. Elizade University aims to be a citadel of learning comparable to the best universities in the world in the teaching of sciences, engineering and liberal arts. The university offers programs mainly in science and technology, and with opportunity for a top-grade education in arts, languages, performing arts and music, as well as in management sciences. This gave birth to Elizade University, which was licensed for operation on the 28th of February 2012 by the National Universities Commission. But the school opened its gate for admission in 2013, admitting just 68 students into 2 faculties. The university today boasts of 5 faculties: Faculty of Basic and Applied Science, Faculty of Humanities, Faculty of Social and Management Sciences, Faculty of Engineering, and Faculty of Law. The university's conducive environment comprises state-of-the-art infrastructural facilities that can compete equally with top universities in developed countries. Learning at Elizade University is student-centered and conducted with international best practices. Facilities at Elizade University include the new ultra-modern male hostel, which was built on the 8th month and cost a whopping sum of 1 billion naira. The new female hostel, which is also under construction. The law faculty, named after the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, conducive classrooms, and a world-class library for students to do their research. On Friday, the 28th of April 2017, history was made at the Elizade University, Ilara, Mokin, Ondo State, as dignitaries from across and beyond the state converged on the school premises to witness the maiden convocation ceremony of the institution and the installation of the first chancellor. The proceedings started in earnest with a grand academic procession with the faculty officers who led the graduating students who adorned the ceremonial academic gowns bearing the traditional colors of the institution, followed by administrative officers, lecturers, members of Senate, university librarian, and the bursar. The Chancellor's procession was led by the Assistant Registrar, representatives of other universities, member of council, members of the Board of Trustees, Mace Bearer, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Chairman of Council, the Executive Secretary of the NUC, represented by Dr. Biodun Saliu, the Director of Academic Assurance of the NUC, Vice Chancellor of FUTA, Dr. Adeni Daramola, who represented the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu Adamu, the Executive Governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, SAN, who represented the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Dr. Yemi Oshibajo, and the visitor, Chief Michael Adeojo. Other dignitaries at the convocation include Dr. Kayode Fayemi, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, and his wife, Mrs. B.C. Adeleye Fayemi, the founder and Chancellor of Afe Babalola University at Ado-Ekiti, Are Afe Babalola, the Vice Chancellor of Oduduwa University, Ile-Ife, Chibuzo Natenwoke, the Registrar of Lagos State University, Ojo, Mr. Louis Akinwumi Oladapo, Professor Adeyemo Kabiru Aderemi from Leeds City University, Ibadan, and other sister universities represented. Members of the traditional institution, especially from Ondo State, registered a high presence at the convocation of Elizade University, Deji of Akure, His Royal Majesty, Oba Alade Toyinbo Ogunlade Alade Lucy, the Ilara of Ilara Mokin, Oba Aderemi Adefenyiti, the Emir of Lafia, Alhaji Dr. Isa Mustafa Agwai I, and other royal fathers were present. After the proceeding, the national anthem and the university anthems followed immediately, which were supervised by the school band.
I welcome all the universities, their founders and other academicians who have contributed in no small measure to our journey so far and who have joined us today on this historic first convocation ceremony. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, only last month, our university, Elizade University, launched its new logo and identity. Our new identity signposts a university with a vision to attain world-class standards in all ramifications and in all our endeavors. A university brand comprises a number of elements: its location and environment, its academic resources in big and small ways. To our first graduates, I urge you to go forth, to always go higher, and always remain worthy ambassadors of Elizade University. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome and enjoy our historic first convocation. God bless.
Altogether, a total of 35 out of the 65 first set of students were conferred with first degree of the Elizade University in the 2016-2017 academic session. 5 students bagged first class. 2 of the students who bagged the first class honors were on full scholarships granted by the proprietor of the university, Chief Michael Adeojo, while 17 and 13 students bagged second-class upper division and second-class lower division honors, respectively. The program for the installation of the chancellors started with the conferment of honorary degrees on the chancellor-designate, Dr. Gbenga Oyebode, MFR, who was decorated by the vice-chancellor, Dr. T.O. Fadayomi. The installation of the chancellor immediately commenced, as the registrar of the university, Mr. Omoloma Adegbenro, introduced the university librarian, Mrs. Adunioke, who gave an extensive citation of Dr. Gbenga Oyebode, MFR, who she described as a man of virtue, who has also done well for himself in the business world. Dr. Gbenga Oyebode was born on the 30th of March, 1959. He had his secondary school education at Christ School, Ado-Ekiti. He proceeded to study law at the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Law degree in 1979. He was admitted as barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1980. He went on to obtain a Master of Law degree at the University of Pennsylvania in 1982. Dr. Gbenga Oyebode is co-founder Aluko and Oyebode, a full-time law firm in Nigeria. He is currently the chairman, CFAO Yahamamoto Nigeria Limited and Okumo Oil Palm PLC. He also serves on the board of MTN Nigeria Communications Limited. He was from 2012 to 2014 chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association Section on Business Law. In 2001, Dr. Gbenga Oyebode was conferred with the Nigeria National Honor, Member of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by the Nigerian government. He also holds the Belgian Royal Honor of Knight of the Order of Leopold. On the 27th of June 2015, Dr. Gbenga Oyebode was given an award of lifetime contribution to law by the Law Digest Africa Awards. After his conferment, Chancellor Dr. Gbenga Oyebode pledged to uphold and preserve jointly and severally the statutes and law of Elizade University, Ilara Mokin, completely, faithfully, diligently, without partiality and favor. The founder of the university, Chief Michael Adeojo, formally installed him as the Chancellor and also presented to him the scroll containing the university's laws.
Gbenga Oyebode, in accordance with the powers conferred on me, now have the gracious pleasure to formally install you as the Chancellor of Elizade University, Ilara, and present you with the scroll containing the university law. I heartily congratulate you on the appointment and wish you every success.
As is customary during convocations, vice-chancellors of sister universities and their representatives presented their goodwill messages to the vice-chancellor of the celebrating university. In his address, the Minister of Education, who was ably represented by Dr. Adeniyi Daramola, the vice-chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, congratulated the founder of the university, Chief Michael Adeojo, the governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN, and the graduates for their academic success, as well as their parents and guardians for their worthy investment in a venture that will yield great fruits in the future.
The wisdom in putting education under the concurrent legislative list in our constitution in Nigeria has paid off in increasing access to university education through opportunities given to private individuals and corporate organizations to invest in tertiary education. One of the core objectives of the present administration is to promote self-reliance in every facet of our lives and to reorientate our teeming youths on the need to imbibe positive values that will portray our country in good light across the globe. To achieve these lofty goals, our universities should engage in curricular review and come up with robust curricula that are relevant to society and can engender production of globally competitive graduates.
The executive governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN, who represented the Vice President of Nigeria, His Excellency Dr. Yemi Osinbajo, in his goodwill message, expressed gratitude to God for making Elizade University a reality. He ranked the university as one of the best private universities in Nigeria that can compete with any other university in the world. He congratulated the founder of Elizade University, Chief Michael Adeojo, who he described as a lion for graciously setting up a first-class university in his hometown, Ilara Mokin, Ondo State. The governor, in his goodwill message, admonished the students to always strive for the best and put to use what they have learned in the university, especially their entrepreneurial skills. He rounded off his goodwill message by saying, with hard work and purposeful planning, the sky is their starting point, as he urged Nigerians to always remember the present administration in their prayers.
Permit me again at this junction to congratulate you, sir, again, founder, for this achievement. While it cannot be contested that the road may not be smooth for the university to achieve this feat, it is our hope that the management will continue to surmount these challenges to achieve its objectives. To the undergraduates, those of you who are still here, I enjoin you to take your academics seriously. Be proactive in your studies so as to be self-reliant. And to the graduates of today, I see today, I want to congratulate you and tell you that the task ahead in the labor market is still enormous. But your training in this university will put you in a good stead.
In the address of the Chancellor of Elizade University, Dr. Gbenga Oyebode, he thanked all who came to support and felicitate with them on their first convocation ceremony. He said he is indeed honored to be conferred as the Chancellor of the university. He rounded off by promising to uphold and achieve the vision the university was set up for.
It's important, extremely important, that we all support education, that we all support nation building, and that is why my support for Elizade University is one that I will take extremely seriously. I will wear that badge and I will fight the battles that we all need to fight to make sure that education remains at the very forefront of what we do, and the inequities that we see in our society today are those that will reduce as we proceed into the future. It is left to the rest of us to make sure that those seeds become sustainable. It's left to us and alumni to make sure that that vision is sustainable.
The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Theophilus Oyeyemi Fadayomi, commended Professor Ajishafe of Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti, for his support and contribution towards making him a better person. Congratulating the graduating students, Professor Theophilus Oyeyemi Fadayomi advised them to put to use their entrepreneurial skills. He urged them to be disciplined, diligent, and dedicated. He also beseeched them to shun corruption and be transparent in their dealings. That sets the stage for the formal conferment of degrees, presentation of prizes to both the graduates and undergraduates who performed excellently in the 2016-2017 academic session. 5 students bagged first class, with Silas Gift from the Faculty of Social and Management Sciences emerging as the best overall student in the 2016-2017 academic session at Elizade University. Silas Gift, the overall best student in her valedictory speech, returned all praise to God for seeing her and her colleagues through their stay in the university. She urged her colleagues to be worthy brand ambassadors of the university wherever they are. She also advised them to be diligent in their dealings and always have a positive attitude to life.
And to Elizade University, we say a big thank you. Some might say the journey has just started, but the reality is we just started a lifetime journey of success. Lao Tzu, a Chinese Greek philosopher, once said, if we do not change our direction now, we'll end up where we are headed. So, quintessential Alpha, class of 2016, we must now start in changing our directions to meet our future goals. Good luck, and remember that graduation is only the beginning. And so, EU class of 2016, I invite you all to toss those hats in the air, because we certainly did it. It's a huge milestone. I'm sure most of us remember this day with a huge smile on our faces. Thank you.
In his remarks, Chief Michael Adeojo, who is the visitor, Elizade University, led all in a worship session to thank God for the convocation, which he christened Harvesting of Our First Fruit. He expressed his happiness at the growth of the institution, which presently has a total of 1,114 students. He commended the school administration for doing an excellent job in the running of the university, and all those who have contributed to the smooth running of Elizade University. Chief Michael Adeojo extolled the virtues of the new awardees, promising his ever-present support to anyone who needs it. He charged them to aim for more laurels and be worthy ambassadors of Elizade University wherever they find themselves.
It is in this wise, therefore, that I am specially recognizing the following bodies and individuals who have lent helping hands in one way or the other. It is my prayer that what we have imparted to you will remain green in your memories. You will make the best use of your talent. There is none of you without talent. Find out your talent, pursue it, and God will assist you.
The first convocation ceremony of Elizade University was formally brought to a close. This was followed by the procession in reverse order, led by Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, the founder, Chief Michael Adeojo, and others. From Biscon Communication, we wish Elizade University, a world-class university, more successes ahead.